Hello, Nimira. Hello, Christine. Lovely to see you both. What a lovely name, Nimira. Um, Hello, Mel. Lovely to see you. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all having a nice Saturday, and the weather's not too bad. I've had a busy Saturday so far. I'm going to chill out after this evening and have a nice glass of prosecco. I think is what I'm going to do. Good morning from Calgary in Canada. Morning, Michelle. What's the weather like there? Do you have snow? Yeah? You're chilling in bed, are you, Mel? Playing Xbox. Lovely. I've never been a fan of Xbox. I have to say, I just can't get the hang of it. Just wait for a couple more people to come on. It's sunny but cold in the Netherlands. Right, okay. Yeah, it's sort of, I don't know really. It's not mega cold here. You need to wear a jacket, but it's not really hot. Yes, there is snow, but it's beautiful. Oh, lovely, Michelle. One of my friends lives in Canada. I cannot remember where she lives. She lives in a big place, um, and she loves it out there. She did send me a video once of her when it was really cold and snowing, and yeah. Hello, Linda. You're from New Zealand. Lovely. Weird day weather-wise here in Victoria. So I had a few nice spring days, but not many so far. Oh, I keep forgetting it's spring and you're heading towards your summer, aren't you? Right, okay then. So let's see what we're doing. So I'm going to do messages. I'm going to try and keep the messages brief. No more than 10 minutes. I'm trying to get myself down to doing that. I'll give out the information. If you can understand that, then just let me know. Okay. I'll also be pulling cards as well when I feel like it, if I'm drawn to anybody. Yeah, if I do work with you, if you could, sort of say yes, no, whatever you can understand. Hello, is it Car? Weather not bad in Scotland. Hiya, June. Blimey, you get about, don't you? Saw you last night. Hello, Maddie. Lovely to see you as well. Hello, Rosie. Right, okay, let me see. I think I'm going to go to the spirit world first, okay? So just bear with me while I get my first communicator. Right, okay, so I've got a gentleman with me, okay? And I feel as though this gentleman is father. This gentleman is probably, now I'm going to have a while, I think he's about between 5'10" and 6 foot, something like that. He's a large man. I wouldn't say he was an overweight man. I just say he had plenty of muscle on him. Is it? I I just feel he was quite a sturdy man. All right. And I feel that this gentleman, he would have passed to the spirit world. I want to say he would have passed quite suddenly, and I feel as though it would have been a heart attack, something like that. That's what I feel about him. Okay, I feel that this man, he would have lived out in the country. I can see him outside. And I also want to say as well that he would have either worked on a farm or he would have owned a farm. That's what I want to say about him. And I also want to say, um, I've just had sheep come into my head. I don't know why I've had sheep come into my head, but I do feel like this gentleman, he was a man and he would work outside. He was weathered as well. So he had really warm skin. He had sort of sunny skin. What am I trying to say? It was brown. Um, Sounds like your dad, except it was his chest. Rebecca, was it his heart or was it his chest? What do you mean by it was his chest? And was it quite sudden? That's what I want to know, because I feel it's on the heart area is what I want to say. So whether you could just clarify that for me. If you mean it's a chest condition and it was nothing to do with his heart, then that's fine. Can you understand everything else though? He worked outside, grew up on a farm. Right, okay. Let me just see if I can get something else. I feel that he was quite he had that weatherlawn look is what I want to say, Um Bronchi, I was at the end, but he passed suddenly, unexpectedly. I don't know. I don't know if I would you understand the weathered look with him, Rebecca? Would you understand the weathered look as well? That's what I want to say about him, because I feel that he would have loved to have been outside. And could you also confirm, Rebecca, did he work on the farm? Did he, or would he have done? I wasn't at the end. Sorry. Right, you weren't at the end. Okay, right, that's fine. Um, I'm going to work with you. All right. I'm going to work with you, Rebecca. Maybe I was out with the heart thing, but I do feel drawn to you, so I'm going to work with you if that's okay. So, as I said, you would understand this gentleman, right? I am with you, Rebecca. I know I am. So, I'm going to work with you, Rebecca. Okay. So I feel, as I said, growing up, um, I feel with your father, he liked the outdoors. Okay. I mean, he was brought up that way. So I feel that he really liked the outdoors. And he liked to be outside, I feel, with him. And I also want to say, Rebecca, as well, that with, like you said, with his job, I feel that he would work outside also. Would you understand that he would have worked outside also? Because I don't feel he was a man that would like to have been constricted. I don't feel he was a man who was happy when he was shut inside a space. I feel like he liked his space, and yeah, he just he loved to be outside. He loved to be outside. Right, okay. I want to say, would you understand with your dad, Rebecca, that he was a positive man, is what I want to say. He was a positive man. And he had like I don't know if you'll remember this if you lost him young, but he would have had sort of a really cheeky grin about him. He had a lovely smile on him. He was someone who, if you came across him or if you met him, he would make your day. That's what I want to say about him, Rebecca. He would make your day. He was all for um, positive mental attitude. I think that's what I want to say about him. I also want to say with him as well, Rebecca, that he was he I want to say he was quite confident in himself. And when I say that he was quite confident in himself, what I want to say is that he got along with people. He could talk the talk is what I want to say with him. And he would make you feel at ease. That's what he would do. He would just make you feel at ease when talking to him. And if you were talking to him, he wouldn't I don't know, he just had that gift about him. And also, I want to say that he would have been quite a popular man, all right? And I feel he was quite a good looking man as well. I mean, he would have been your dad, so you would have thought he was fabulous anyway. But I feel he was a good looking man. But I feel with him, he was a one woman man as well. I feel that, he didn't even think about those things, to be honest. He was just him. But I feel that he would have got on and he would have enjoyed his job, and he would have been, yeah, he was popular with the women. But I want to say that I do feel that when he fell, or when he gave his heart, you know, that was it for him. That's what I want to say about him. And he would like to chat to women, and women would obviously like to chat to him. But that's what it was. It was chat, and he was ever the friendly man. I want to say he was quite a gentleman as well. I want to say he was quite a gentleman. He was someone who he was there and he wanted to provide for you. That was his job, to provide for his family and to make sure that they had everything that they needed. That's what I want to say about him. And he would have worked hard. He would have worked very hard. But, he did it. He had a purpose. And, you and his family were the purpose for him. I want to say about him that you had a special soft spot for him. I want to say you thought he was your knight in shining armor, a bit like, I want to say, a bit like King Arthur. All right. So the time spent with him was happy times, and he tried, Daddy's Girl, yeah. And he really tried to make all of the time that he had, he would try to make that time special, because, yeah, they were special times. Would you understand, Rebecca, that you felt safe when you were with him? You felt safe in his arms, so to speak. And I want to say that the times that you were together, there would have been I want to say there would have been a cuddle. And also as well, do you have a memory at all, Rebecca, of him tickling you? Do you have a memory of that? Because I can hear you laughing and I can hear him laughing. So he would have made you laugh. That's what I want to say about him. He would have made you laugh. Right, okay. Now I've got the name Peter, and I've also got the name Paul, and I've got the name Brian as well. So I don't know if you can take any of those names, Rebecca, but they're just the names I've been given. I've also been given the colour red. Do you like red? Do you like wearing red? I don't know. I've just been given the colour red for some reason. I don't know if red is significant for you. Okay. And I also want to give you the month of August, and I want to give you the first 2 weeks in August for an anniversary or a passing or a birthday, something like that. But I don't know why the colour red just came into my head. Okay. Right. I am going to go, then you should wear red. You should wear red. I don't know if you wear red lipstick, but you should wear red because I feel that it suits you, okay? I'm always, as you can see, I'm always a red lipstick girl. I think I should wear that when I'm buried or whatever because I love red lipstick. Anyway, to the reason why your dad has come through, okay? Well, he's really excited and happy to come through and see you. He's coming through. Okay, okay. So thank you, Rebecca. I'm sure it does suit you. I'm sure it does, but anyway. Okay, so he's come through to see you today. He wants to say to you, Rebecca, okay, how grateful he was, to have you in his life, okay? He was blessed with his life, he wants to say. In the time that he was here, he had the love of a good woman and he had the children that he loved, okay? And he wants to say to you that, you have grown into a beautiful woman, okay? A strong woman. But he's saying that sometimes you doubt yourself, or sometimes you will I want to use the word procrastinate, and you think about things quite a lot. Would you understand that? That's what he's saying. He's saying that sometimes you second guess yourself. If you can understand that, Rebecca, okay. And he's saying he doesn't, he's saying that you don't need to do that. He's saying what you need to do is you need to believe in yourself, okay? You need to believe in yourself, and you need to believe that what you come up with is something worthy of going forward with. That's what he's saying. It's definitely something going worthy of, so what he's coming through with a bit of strength for you, okay? I don't know if if there's been something in the pipeline, or there's been something going on around you where you've checked yourself and you've thought, oh, I don't know if I need to do this, or I don't know if I should, and you're really sort of overthinking it. But what your dad is saying is, don't overthink it, go for it, okay? Because you are strong enough to do that, all right? Yes, he is on about that, all right? And I want to say that you need to believe in yourself, and you need to also believe in spirit, okay? I get the feeling what he's saying is he's been around you recently quite a lot, okay? He's been around you recently, and there's also been a lot of healing. Oh, you say you're covering from an illness. There's also been a lot of healing. When you get yourself better, you really need to stop doubting yourself and get on with it, okay? And that's said with love, Rebecca, okay? So I'm going to leave his love with you, because I've already gone a little bit over my time, and I want to say thank you for working with me. But he is around you, and also there's an enormous amount of healing around you at the moment, Rebecca. So open your heart and your mind to that as well, because it's there for you, okay? So I'm gonna leave that with you. Right, okay. Let me see. I'm going to pull a card next, and I'm going to pull a card for Lucy Hooper. So Lucy, I'm going to pull a card with you. The cards that I use are angel cards. I'm going to pull a card. I'll show you. I'll read it, and then we will go from there. if you could just sort of say yes, that would be great. Okay, so the card that I've got for you is, it's a really lovely card. I'll show it to you first. Okay, so this card is called There's Nothing to Worry About. All right, and it is an angel, and it looks like he's standing on, looks a bit like he's standing on a vortex, but he's got the moon behind him, and he's got a dove in his hand, a beautiful dove. All right, so this is a very positive card, Lucy. So I'm going to read what it says, and then we'll go from there. You are safe, and this situation is under the perfect control of divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situations to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. Okay. Have you got a situation at the moment, Lucy, where you're worried about it, where you're not quite sure which way to go, which way it's are you thinking of stepping out of your comfort zone, Lucy, to do something? Or is there something that you're thinking about and you're worrying about whether or not it's the right thing to do? I don't know if you can sort of say yay or nay to that for me, please. Because I feel that with you. I feel, yes, right, okay. I feel that there's a little bit of trepidation around you at the moment, and it's like you want to do it. Okay, it's like you want to do it. You want to move forward, but there's something holding you back. There's just something holding you back, which is I feel as though it's like something that you've not, something that you're not sure about. You're not sure whether you should be doing this, whether you should be stepping into this, and your mind and your head is telling you don't do it. But I feel in a way, Lucy, that you want to do this. You want to take that next step. Okay, so what this card is saying, Lucy, is that what you need to do is try and diminish the negative thoughts. Okay, try and dampen them down a little bit, or put them to the side. All right, and only think about the positive things that can come out of this situation. And there are quite a lot. Okay, Lucy, I want to say that to you. And I feel once you do, okay, I feel once you do and you take that next step, Lucy, it'll be like, oh God, I wish I'd done this ages ago. Why didn't I? So I really do feel with you that there is nothing to worry about. Okay, Lucy. And I feel like with you, I feel like you're someone who is very, very careful with what you do, very careful. And you're careful about the people you have around you also. And trying different things. You know, it's better to be safe than it is to yeah. So yeah, with you. So yeah, you understand that, Lucy. Lovely. So that's what I want to say, Lucy, to you, and with this card. Okay, think positive. Okay, and things will they will present themselves to you, and they'll be positive, Lucy. And I want you to come back on here at some point and let me know if that is true. But I do feel also with you, I feel that you're a flower that is just waiting to blossom out, Lucy. That's what I'm saying with you. I feel that now is your time, Lucy. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you, and I hope that's helped, Lucy. Okay, let me go back. Let me go back to the spirit world and let me see who I've got now. Right, I've got a lady with me, and I feel as though this lady is mother. Okay, now this lady is quite a sassy lady, I want to say, because she's quite glamorous looking. I want to say she's quite glamorous looking. And I feel with her, she's probably about, I don't know, she's probably about 5'4", 5'5", something like that. But I want to say that she would have worn heels. She would have worn heels, okay? And she would have looked fabulous in these heels. Her face was glam. She would always look glam, is what I want to say. And I want to say that this woman was sassy. She was very sassy. I can see leopard print. Okay, that's what I can see. So I don't know whether she would have liked leopard print or would have worn leopard print, but I feel that she would have worn clothes to express who she was, and she wasn't a little wilting flower. She was a strong person. That's what I want to say about her. She was really strong. You're wearing leopard print, are you, Tiffany? Did your mum like bold colours though? Because I also want to say, she always looked perfect, and she was very independent as well. She was very independent. So, she did. Right. Okay. And she had a voice. That's what I want to say, Tiffany. She had a voice. Well, I'm going to work with you then, Tiffany. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm going to work with you, Tiffany. Okay. So let's work together with your mum. Okay. So as I said, with your mum, she was she was very confident of herself. Not in a offensive way, in any way, shape, or form, but she knew who she was. She knew what she liked, and as I said, I feel that she was quite an independent woman, and she didn't need a man. I'm not saying she didn't like men or didn't have a man, but I'm saying she didn't need a man. Okay, and she'd always been that way. Even as a child, I mean, you probably wouldn't know this, but I feel even as a child, she was quite sassy. I want to say also as well that she would speak her mind. She wouldn't sugarcoat things. If she had something to say, she would say it. In Tiffany, would you also understand that she liked to have her nails painted? Would you understand that? I mean, I have long nails, but I don't know if she had, and she liked them to be painted. because I feel like she just keeps taking me back to my nails. And again, I feel she would have worn quite a bright lipstick as well, you know, and that was all the time. And I want to say with your mum, when she would get up in the morning, it were, you know, she still looked perfect. You know, it was, and would you, yeah, she liked to dress up. Would you understand with her, Tiffany, that you would watch her get ready? That's what I want to say. You would watch her get ready, and you would marvel at the way, you know, the way that she would do her makeup and how beautiful you thought that she looked. And it was when you were together, it was fun. I want to say it was fun. You know, it was exciting because I want to say your mum would be getting dressed up, and you know, it would all be, she'd be so excited and chit chatting, and you loved that. It was magical for you. That's what she's saying. It was magical for you. um and I also want to say that she would always look smart for her job. um yeah, I want to say that. And I want to say that you sort of alluded that you said that she was flirty with men, but I think men were just drawn to your mum. I do feel that. But I also feel that everybody was drawn to your mum, okay? Because she just had that aura about her. She just had that aura about her, I want to say. Um, and although she was sassy and straight to the point, she was also kind as well. She was very kind. That's what I want to say, you know. And I feel with her, she would listen to other people and their problems. She was sort of like a sounding board. Whether that was when she was doing her job or not, Tiffany, I'm not quite sure, because I don't know what she did for a job. She's not telling me, and I'm not gonna make it up. But I just feel that it was something where, you know, yeah, she would certainly be chitter chattering away. That's what I want to say. I also want to say about your mum, that she worked hard. She worked hard to provide a home for you, and she always made sure that you would have enough. And you looked up to your mum. I want to say you looked up to your mum, um, and you wanted to be your mum. Is what I feel. You know, you really did. And I feel that your mum would have given you good advice, if you can understand all of that, Tiffany. Yeah, and she would have always instilled with you, you know, to be good and to be kind, but to know what you want, um, and to go for that. Okay, that's the way that I feel about her. I've got the name Mary, I've got the name Sarah, and I've got the name Isabel. So I don't know if you can take any of those names, Tiffany. You seem to have dropped off a little bit. Are you still here? So I want to give you those names. I also want to give you the month of October. I want to give you the last week in October for an anniversary or a passing. Okay, Tiffany, I'm going to go to none of those names, right? Okay, well, maybe they'll come to you later. And as I said, I want to give you the end of October. So I'm going to go to the reason why she's come through to see you today, Tiffany. Okay. Right. Okay. Why has your mum come through? Nothing in October. All right. So, okay then. Well, maybe I'm a bit out. Okay. The reason why your mum has come through. Okay. So your mum, she's coming through with, she's coming through with some upliftment for you. Okay. Some upliftment and some healing for you. And a bit of a, not a talking to, because I don't feel she's not angry with you, but she wants to give you a boost, Tiffany. Okay. So would you understand with you at the moment that you could do with that you could do with a boost, that, I don't feel that your any energy levels are that high at the moment. Okay. She wants to say to you that you are a chip off the old block. Okay, that's what she said. The chip off the old block. And I do feel with you that you are someone who, you like to take care of yourself. Okay, you like to make sure you're clean and tidy. Um, and you do have a voice. Okay, that's what she's saying. You do have a voice. But I just feel at the moment for you that voice has been a little bit, she's saying it's been a little bit dampened down. Okay. And it's not like you. All right. She's saying it's not like you. Okay. Do you feel spirit around you, Tiffany? Because I feel that your mum has been around you quite recently as well. So that's what I feel with your mum. And she's around with you now. And she's around giving you that push. Okay, giving you that push and giving you that healing. And she's also saying as well that you need to take time for yourself. Okay, you need to be able to quieten yourself and take time out, because I feel that you're feeling a little bit, um, I just feel you're feeling a little bit low. Has would you understand that something has happened recently that's knocked you for six? And it's been playing on your mind, because what your mum is saying to me, okay, what your mum is saying to me is that, you know, you need to give yourself a little bit of time and space. Okay, that's what she's saying. She's giving you this upliftment, and you're also getting some healing as well from her, Tiffany. Okay, and she's saying, oh, what's the word? She's saying that you need to regroup. Okay, Tiffany, regroup. All right, regroup and then come back fighting. That's what she's saying, if you can understand that. All right, and I'm gonna leave that with you, Tiffany. Okay, and I'm gonna leave your mum's love with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, okay, let me see. Who am I going to put? I'm going to pull another card. Who am I going to pull a card for? Do you know what, Evelyn? I am going to pull a card for you, Evelyn Byers. I'm going to pull a card for you. All right. Let's see. Yep, I'm going to pull a card for you. So let's pull a card and see where we go from there, Evelyn. Right, Evelyn. So the card that I've got for you, Evelyn, is a card called Opportunity to Forgive. Okay. Now, this is a very colourful card, and it's a positive card as well, Evelyn. Okay. So this card is of an angel, and she is sitting up in a tree. Okay. She's got a beautiful green dress on, and she's got beautiful purple wings. And there's a koala and the koala's baby in the tree with her. Okay. And these colors, the green and the purple, are very spiritual colors. Okay. So let me read the card and then we'll see where we go. So this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Okay, Evelyn, would you understand that you have been, in the past, you have been hurt? Okay. I want to say that you have been hurt in the past. And I want to say, because of that, okay, that because of that, you don't, you suffer with your self-esteem when you shouldn't, is what I'm saying. And I want to say also as well that you don't give yourself much praise. Okay. You don't give yourself much praise at all. I feel that you find that quite hard to do. Yeah, you understand that, right? Okay. And I feel that this is something that I feel that you've had this for a long time. You doubt yourself and you don't feel you're good enough. And I feel that it's to do with, being hurt. I don't know hurt how, so I'm not going to make it up. I don't know how you were hurt, but I just feel that something has happened to you that makes you question who you are sometimes, question, whether you're good enough. And I want to say that in the past, you've been told that as well. I don't know why, but I think you've been told that. And when we're told something repeatedly, we tend to start believing it, you know, and it brings us into all those negative patterns. Okay. And I feel that with you. So as I said, this card is positive, Evelyn. Okay. Green for me is healing. That's what I see with green. And with the purple, they're, spirit, definitely. I feel with you that you doubt yourself for no reason. Okay. But there's no reason for you, Evelyn, to doubt yourself at all. Okay. I feel with you that you are a beautiful person. Okay. Inside and out. And you have a lot to give the world, Evelyn. I really want to say that. You have a lot to give the world. You really do. But for you to move forward, Evelyn, you need to start by forgiving yourself. Okay. You've got nothing to forgive yourself for, but you need to be kind to yourself and say, it wasn't me, it's not my fault. Do you understand that? That's just the way that, and once you do that, and once you start to feel like that, I do feel that things will start to to change for you. I also feel with you, Evelyn, as well, that there are people around you, okay? There are people around you who could have a real positive influence on your life, okay? And I just feel that you need to open up just that little bit. You just need to open up that little bit. And that's not easy, because I feel with you, trust is hard as well. Trust is hard. And it's not that easy to do. I understand that with you. But what this card is saying is that the opportunity for you to do that is with you here and now. Sorry. Is with you here and now, Evelyn. All right. So you need to give yourself a big hug, or get someone else to give you a big hug, and let those people in, those people that are there that want to. All right, because I just feel with you, you've got so much to offer, and you don't realize that. You really don't realize that, Evelyn. All right. So I'm going to leave that with you, and I really, really hope that helps. I really, really hope that helps. All right. Now I'm going to do another card. I've been drawn to another card, and I'm going to go to Maggie May. Maggie May. I love that song. That's a lovely name, Maggie. So I'm going to pull a card for you, Maggie, and we will see where we go. If you could just say yes, that you've heard me. I'm sure you have, because you can all hear me. I just don't want anybody to miss. So, hi, Maggie. So, sorry, they keep telling me to shuffle the cards. So, let's shuffle the cards. Okay. Right. Okay, Maggie. The card that I've got for you is it's a card called Change in Direction. Okay, Maggie. Now, I'll show you this card. It's not what it seems. If I could just say that, it's not what it seems, but we'll know that when we read the card. Okay. So this card is of is it a stork? Yeah, it's a stork. And there's a little baby angel up there with him. And there's a little baby in a basket at the bottom. Okay. So let me read what the card says, Maggie, and then we'll go from there. The changes you are experiencing are divinely directed by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and our guidance. You are protected now and in the future, so follow your path to the happy outcomes you desire. Right, Maggie. Have you been thinking, or are you already starting on a change in your journey, in a change in your life? Are you thinking about doing something differently, going on another path? Because that's where I feel that you are going, and I feel that this is a new thing also as well. I want to say, Maggie, I feel that this is fairly a new thing, and I feel that you have finally, would you understand, Maggie, that you have also been on a journey of self-discovery as well? That's what I want to say, just like self-discovery, because I feel as though you're coming into your own. That's what I want to say. I feel as though you're coming into your own, and you started to open up to the possibilities of what there is out there, and what there is that you can grasp at and you can take. I just feel there's a bit sort of like a bit of a awakening within you. That's what I want to say, Maggie. An awakening within you. And it's sort of like, right, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? You know, I just feel it's exciting for you as well. It's like this new lease of life. If you can understand that, Maggie, if you could just let me know one way or the other. But what this is saying is you need to go for it. Whatever it is you're planning on doing, you need to go for it, okay? Because it is really positive, and it is it's just an abundance. There's just an abundance of things for you to do. And it keeps taking me back to this bit about self-discovery and learning about yourself. I feel that you're beginning to be more open, okay? More open with yourself, and not so closed in. I just feel that you've become quite assertive, and it's like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it well, and I'm gonna move forward. And I just feel the more that you feel like that, and the more that you put into that, okay, Maggie, the better it's going to be for you. And I don't know if you're in a relationship or not. I don't know that, so I'm not going to guess. But I just feel that there's a lot of love to come your way, okay? A lot of love to be given to you, all right? And in return, that love will be reciprocated. But I just feel that there's a lot of love to come for you. You're not in a relation. No, you're not in a relationship. Right. Okay. I just feel around you that there is a lot of love coming your way. All right. I just feel that there's going to be some form of connection with you. But this is because of the way that you're thinking now. That's what I want to say to you, Maggie. It's the way that you're thinking and the way that you're perceiving your life now. And I'm really excited. I have to say, I'm really excited. And to be honest, I don't think it's very long before you will have somebody in your life. Somebody that's going to make you smile and make you laugh. All right? So I'm going to leave that with you, Maggie. And I'm going to say thank you very much for working with me. Now, I haven't got time to do another reading, so I'm going to do another card. Okay. Let me see. Who do I want to give a card? Who do I feel drawn to? Now, I just saw a name that I got drawn to then. Carol Carhill. Carol, I'm drawn to you. I'm going to pick a card for you. Okay. So let me see what we've got. Right. Yes, you can have a card, Carol. Oh, you're welcome, Maggie. Right, Carol, the card that I've got for you is, the card is called What Do You Desire? Okay, so I'm going to show you the card. And it's another beautiful card. This is of an angel, and she is in a garden. And in this garden, you've got beautiful flowers. I can't really do the colours justice, but they're beautiful. They're purples, pinks, and you've got trees all at the back of you as well. So, yeah, it's a beautiful card. All right, Carol, so let's read this and see what we get. Oh, they're all pretty much running in the same vein today. You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. Right, Carol. So what I want to say to you, I feel with you that you're a bit like, sorry, I'm just going to have to, sorry about that. I feel with you, Carol, that you're at sort of like a crossroads. That's what I want to say with you. And I feel now that you have the opportunity to choose what you want to do next. Okay, and choose something for you. All right, that's what I want to say. I also want to say to you that now it's your time, Carol. I don't know if you can appreciate, if you can understand that, but I feel now is your time. I feel that life's very busy for you, and I feel like you haven't had a lot of time, so to speak, but I do feel that now is your time. All right, now is your time to do something for you. Okay, I don't know what that is. They're not saying. You are evolving spiritually, right? Okay. So you have the opportunity now to decide what you want to do. Now is the time. Okay, you can either choose to go forward and embrace what is coming for you, okay, because it's there for you and it's wanting you. All right, but you have that choice. But now is the perfect time for you to do that. Sorry, I'm pointing my finger. Why am I doing that? I don't know, Carol, why I'm doing that. And I really feel strongly about this. This is something that you have got to make the time for. Okay. And you can do that. It doesn't matter. I know that you're always very busy. I know that. But even if you're in the garden, you can still, what you manifest or what you ask for, they're listening. Okay? They are listening. You may not think they are, but they are. They're telling me that they are listening to you. Okay? And these things are going to come. You have to make that move. You have to decide that you're going to go forward with that. And what they're saying is all of those tools that you need are there for you. All right. And I actually feel, Carol, I feel quite excited for you. I do. I feel really quite excited for you. So I'm going to leave that with you because I've run out of time. I want to say thank you, everyone. It's been lovely being on. Have a lovely weekend. And I will see you all again in a couple of weeks. So take care. Bye-bye.